Morning, guys. I wanted to do a video on how I got the internet into my garage from my house. And as you can see here, my house is up there, so it's like 100 feet away from my garage. Now, the reason for this search was I have solar panels on the roof of my garage. 23 solar panels. There's 23 microinverters underneath them. Their old communication device that was originally used worked by Wi-Fi. Now, Wi-Fi through the airwaves, right? Not through Ethernet cable. So the communications device was in my house, and of course it had to communicate with the microinverters on the roof of the garage. And I was having intermittent connection problems and had them for 13 years. Well, that communications device went bad, and I had to buy a new communication device. But the new one had to be hooked in through hardwire. It had to be hooked in through Ethernet cable. In other words, it wouldn't communicate with the microinverters through the airwaves. So I was really perplexed in this, and the guy from the solar company says, hey, there's this thing called a TP-Link. You need to look into it. He says, it really works. I was like, okay, whatever this is, let's check it out. So I checked it out on Amazon. And what it amounts to is, let me show you here. This is the device that we're talking about right here, this white device. It plugs into the wall, and then you plug, and it's supplied with the Ethernet cables. You plug the Ethernet cable in the bottom, and then the top device up here is my communications device. So it plugs into the top of that. Now there's the same type of unit that's in the house, and it plugs into the wall right next to where my modem is, and it has the same situation. It has Ethernet cable, and it comes from that unit directly into the modem. Now I'm trying to figure out, what kind of sorcery is this? Well, technology is amazing. It uses the wires underground that go from the garage to the house. The power wiring, the 220, the 110 wiring. Uses that, and I tell you what, I hooked this thing up, and it is amazing. So if you're trying to figure out how to get internet into your garage that's too far from your house for the modem Wi-Fi, this might be your solution. This was incredible to me. And I'll include a link down below on the system that I used. And it's incredible. And it's cheap. So compared to digging up the ground and putting a cable on under. So, okay. Till the next one. See you guys.